Let's face it, relationships, attraction, intimacy, they can all feel like navigating a maze blindfolded. You've probably asked yourself countless times, what's the secret? How do I make her feel something deeper, more profound? And most men stumble around hoping luck or timing will hand them the answers. Spoiler alert, it won't. We've been fed the idea that intimacy is purely physical or that women are a puzzle to be solved with some magic technique. But here's where the common narrative fails. Intimacy is not about grand gestures or memorizing some step-by-step guide. It's about mastering the small, often overlooked moments that forge a connection. How often have you found yourself overthinking every move, only to miss the silent cue she's giving? Too many men miss the mark because they're too busy focusing on the obvious. But what if I told you that the most transformative experiences in intimacy come from mastering areas of the body and mind that most people ignore? Yes, I'm talking about those subtle, secret zones that, when touched with purpose and care, can ignite a wildfire of desire. These aren't your everyday hotspots you read about in every magazine. No, these are the hidden gateways to connection, physical, emotional, and psychological. Imagine being the man who understands these zones intuitively, the one who stands out because you've mastered not just technique but also presence and intention. In this journey, we'll uncover these secret spots together, but more importantly, I'll show you how Stoicism, yes, the ancient philosophy, can guide you in becoming a master of mindful, intentional intimacy. With the right mindset, you won't just be another guy who knows where to touch. You'll become someone who knows how to connect deeply, with authenticity and control. Are you ready to transform the way you think about intimacy? Let's dive in, starting with a spot that might surprise you: the inner thighs. 1. The inner thighs, building anticipation and trust. Ah, the inner thighs. Sensual, delicate, and packed with potential. Have you ever truly considered the power of this often overlooked area? Most men don't. They rush, they skip, they focus on the destination, ignoring the incredible journey the inner thighs offer. But here's the secret. The inner thighs are not just a physical space. They are an emotional canvas, waiting to be explored with patience and care. Imagine this: you're sitting close to her, your hand resting gently on her leg. A slight movement, almost imperceptible, as your fingertips begin to trace the delicate skin of her inner thigh. How does she respond? Does she shift slightly, her breathing quicken? Pay attention. These subtle cues are her silent language, revealing her readiness and trust. The inner thighs are a place of vulnerability, a borderland that separates the intimate from the deeply personal. To touch here is to say, I see you, I respect you, I want to connect with you. But here's the catch: this isn't about rushing in. No, Stoicism teaches us the value of patience and self-control. You must approach this space like a seasoned traveler, savoring every step rather than racing to the end. Start slow. Let your touch be light, almost teasing. Feel the way her body reacts to your presence. Every shiver, every catch in her breath is an invitation for you to continue. Why is this so powerful? Because anticipation is everything. The inner thighs are a gateway, and by lingering here, you build tension, desire, and trust. You're telling her, I'm not in a hurry. I'm here with you, fully present. This is where Stoicism comes alive in intimacy. It's about being in control, not of her, but of yourself. You create an environment where she feels safe to let go, to fully experience the moment. Now think about the emotional significance of this. The inner thighs are a symbol of trust. By treating them with the care and attention they deserve, you're showing her that intimacy with you is not about conquest but connection. This is where many men fail. They see intimacy as a one-way street, forgetting that true connection is a dialogue, not a monologue. Let's also talk technique. Start by softly running your fingertips along the length of her inner thigh, just enough to let her feel the weight of your presence. You can mix it up with light kisses or even softly exhale against her skin, the contrast of warm breath against the coolness of the air. Electrifying. And don't forget to tune into her responses. Is she leaning into your touch? Adjust accordingly. Increase pressure or change rhythm if her body language invites it. Here's the beauty of this approach. It's not just physical. Every touch, every moment of pause and presence reinforces a deeper emotional connection. You're not just a participant in this dance, you're leading her into an experience that goes beyond the surface. This is where Stoicism shines. It's about mastery, about being fully attuned to the present moment and to her needs. So, next time you find yourself in an intimate setting, remember, the inner thighs are not a checkpoint to rush past, but a destination to savor. Approach them with mindfulness and intention, and watch how the dynamic between you shifts. You'll go from someone she's with to someone she can't stop thinking about. Curious about the next secret spot? Trust me, it only gets better from here. Stay tuned because the journey we're on is just beginning, and the lower back is about to become your new favorite focus. Keep watching, keep learning, and most importantly, keep showing up as your most present and powerful self. 2. The hips, the rhythm of connection. Let's shift our focus to an area that is as powerful as it is symbolic, the hips. If the inner thighs are a whisper of intimacy, the hips are the rhythm, the pulse, the silent song of the body. Have you ever noticed how the hips move when she walks, dances, or simply shifts her weight from one leg to the other? There's a magnetic pull to them, a quiet confidence that invites your attention. Yet few men truly understand the art of engaging with this part of her body. Most treat it as a mere stop along the way, rather than the destination it can be. The hips hold a profound significance. They're a symbol of balance, strength, and sensuality. From an evolutionary perspective, they signal vitality and fertility. But from a connection standpoint, they are a gateway to trust and surrender. When you place your hands gently on her hips, you're doing more than just making physical contact. You're tapping into a part of her that embodies confidence and movement. You're saying, I see your strength, your grace, your rhythm, and I'm here to match it. But how do you approach this area without making it feel routine? Here's the secret. It's all about creating a flow, a dance between your hands and her body. Start with a soft, grounding touch, placing your hands on her hips. Don't rush. Feel the subtle shifts as she responds to your presence. Maybe she leans into you or her breathing changes. These are your cues. Slowly apply gentle pressure, guiding her closer or encouraging her to sway with you. This isn't about control, it's about synchronicity. Now, here's where things get interesting. The hips are naturally tied to rhythm, so your touch should reflect this. Imagine tracing slow, circular patterns with your fingertips, or applying a firmer grip as you pull her closer during an intimate moment. Let your movements mimic the ebb and flow of her energy. Are you dancing together? Let your hands guide her rhythm. Are you sitting close, locked in a quiet moment? Let your touch communicate stillness, grounding her in the present. The beauty of engaging with the hips lies in their versatility. They can be a focal point of playful teasing with light caresses that send shivers down her spine. They can be a place of stability, where a firm hold conveys reassurance and strength. This duality mirrors the stoic balance of intensity and calm, a reminder that life and connection are about harmony, about flowing seamlessly between moments of passion and peace. What's more, the hips are deeply connected to other parts of her body. With the right touch, you can stream of sensation, moving effortlessly from her hips to her lower back, thighs, or even up her spine. Each transition amplifies her experience, building anticipation and heightening her pleasure. Think of it as composing a piece of music where every touch, every pause, every change in rhythm contributes to the symphony. And here's a little secret to take things even deeper: verbal communication. Compliment her on how she moves, how her body feels beneath your hands. Well-timed, sincere remark can elevate the moment, adding an emotional layer to the physical connection. The Stoics taught us the importance of clear and meaningful communication. Use this wisdom here. Let your words and actions align to create an atmosphere of trust and intimacy. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever noticed the power of her hips? Have you taken the time to explore this rhythm, this connection? We drop a comment below and share your experiences or thoughts. If you've never considered this before, tell me. How do you plan to bring this newfound awareness into your next intimate moment? Let's spark a conversation, because the more we share, the more we grow. And if this insight has already got you thinking differently, don't forget to hit that like button. It's a small gesture, but it means the world to creators like me who are passionate about helping you build deeper, more meaningful connections. Ready for the next secret spot? You won't want to miss what we're about to explore next. The lower back. Trust me, this journey only gets better from here. Stay with me. 3. The lower back, a zone of stability and comfort. If the hips are the rhythm of connection, then the lower back is its foundation. This area carries a unique blend of strength and vulnerability, offering a remarkable opportunity to deepen intimacy when approached with care and intention. The lower back often goes unnoticed, overshadowed by more obvious erogenous zones, yet its potential to evoke profound physical and emotional responses is unmatched. To touch this area is to provide not only physical pleasure but also a deep sense of security and grounding. Picture this. She's seated or standing close to you, her back slightly exposed. Your hand moves gently to rest at the base of her spine. The warmth of your palm against her lower back creates an immediate connection, a silent assurance that you are there, present in the moment. The lower back is a bridge between physical pleasure and emotional depth, between sensuality and stability. This isn't just about touch, it's about what the touch represents. When you engage with this area, you're saying, I'm here to support you, to be your anchor. The physical sensitivity of the lower back cannot be overstated. Packed with nerve endings, it responds exquisitely to varying forms of touch. Start with broad, sweeping motions, using the full surface of your hand to apply gentle but firm pressure. This can be especially relaxing after a long day where tension often accumulates in the lower back. Slowly, as her body softens under your touch, transition to more focused movements. Circular patterns with your fingertips or light rhythmic tapping along her spine can heighten her awareness and anticipation. What makes the lower back so powerful is its dual role as both a physical and emotional anchor. It's an area closely tied to our sense of stability and balance. By touching her here, you're not just stimulating her senses, you're reinforcing her trust in you. This is where Stoicism offers a valuable perspective. The Stoics believed in resilience and strength, qualities that the lower back embodies. By grounding her in this way, you provide a tangible representation of these ideals, creating a safe space for her to let go and fully embrace the moment. But don't stop at just touch. The lower back is an ideal area to incorporate movement. Imagine gently guiding her closer, pulling her into you with your hands on her lower back. This subtle act creates a sense of togetherness, a silent communication that says we're in this moment together. It's a place of shared stability, a foundation upon which deeper connections are built. The emotional significance of this area cannot be ignored. In a world that often feels chaotic, the lower back offers a sense of grounding. By focusing your attention here, you're not just providing physical relief or pleasure, you're offering a sense of calm and security. This is intimacy at its finest, where the physical and emotional meet, creating an experience that resonates far beyond the surface. One of the most beautiful aspects of the lower back is its versatility. You can explore a range of touches from light and teasing to deep and soothing, adapting your approach based on her responses. Adaptability mirrors the Stoic principle of flexibility, the ability to adjust and flow with life's circumstances. In the context of intimacy, it's about reading her cues, being present in the moment, and responding in a way that enhances her experience. As you explore this area, be mindful of its connections to adjacent zones. The lower back seamlessly transitions into the hips and upper back, allowing you to create a continuous flow of sensation. By moving from one area to the next, you keep the experience dynamic and engaging, building anticipation and amplifying her pleasure. The lower back is more than just a physical hotspot. It's a profound symbol of support, trust, and connection. By approaching it with intention and mindfulness, You transform a simple touch into a powerful act of intimacy. This is where true connection lies, in the quiet moments of presence and care. When you touch her lower back, you're not just engaging with her body, you're connecting with her essence, showing her that she can lean on you, both physically and emotionally. The journey through these secret spots is one of discovery, not just of her, but of yourself. Each touch, each moment of shared presence brings you closer to understanding the depth of human connection. And this is just the beginning. Next, we'll explore the back of the neck, an area that combines vulnerability with an electrifying sensitivity. Stay tuned. Wait until 4. The back of the neck, a gateway to trust. There's something undeniably intimate about the back of the neck. It's a vulnerable spot, often left exposed yet rarely touched with intention. When you run your fingers softly over this area, or let your lips linger there, it sends a cascade of sensations through her body, igniting a delicate balance of comfort and excitement. This is where vulnerability meets anticipation, where a single touch can open the door to deeper trust and connection. So why is the back of the neck so potent? Consider its role as a crossroads of sensation. It's packed with nerve endings, making it incredibly responsive to the lightest of touches. But beyond its physical sensitivity, the back of the neck holds symbolic significance. It's a place of vulnerability, one that invites you to tread gently. To touch her here is to acknowledge that vulnerability, to offer reassurance through your presence and intention. Imagine sitting close to her, your hand gently resting on her shoulder. As your fingers glide upward to the nape of her neck, her posture shifts subtly, perhaps a slight tilt of her head or a soft exhale. This isn't just physical reaction, it's a silent acknowledgement of the trust she's placing in you. Your touch here is not about control, it's about connection, about creating a space where she feels safe and seen. And when you focus on the back of the neck, the key is to approach it with mindfulness. Begin with light, almost teasing movements. Your fingertips brushing against the skin, your breath warm against her neck. These subtle actions create a heightened awareness, a sense of anticipation that amplifies her sensitivity. You're not just touching her body, you're engaging her mind, inviting her to fully experience the moment. Patience is crucial. The Stoics often spoke of the power of restraint, of finding strength in deliberate action rather than impulsivity. This philosophy applies beautifully here. Don't rush. Let your touch build slowly, allowing her to savor each moment. Gradually increase the intensity, perhaps transitioning from light caresses to gentle kisses. Pay attention to her responses, the way her breathing changes, the way her body moves toward you. These cues are your guide, helping you tailor your touch to her unique preferences. The back of the neck also offers a unique opportunity to blend physical and verbal intimacy. Whispering softly into her ear while your hands explore her neck creates a multisensory experience. Your words, whether they're compliments, shared memories, or expressions of desire, add an emotional depth to the physical connection. Stoics understood the profound impact of words, how they could soothe or stir emotions. Use this wisdom to your advantage, letting your voice enhance the intimacy of the moment. Another aspect of the back of the neck is its connection to the shoulders and upper back. These areas form a continuum of sensation, allowing you to create a seamless flow as your touch moves between them. This interconnectedness mirrors the Stoic belief in the unity of all things, that every action, no matter how small, contributes to a greater whole. By exploring these areas in tandem, you elevate the experience, transforming it from a series of isolated touches into a holistic journey. Consider also the emotional impact of focusing on the back of the neck. It's a gesture of care, one that communicates, I am here, fully present with you. In a world where distractions are constant, genuine connection feels increasingly rare. This level of attention is powerful. It shows her that your focus is on her, that you value the shared moment and the trust it represents. The back of the neck is more than a physical hotspot. It's a gateway to deeper intimacy. So when touched with intention and care, it becomes a powerful tool for building trust and connection. It invites her to be present, to let go of any lingering tension, and to immerse herself fully in the shared experience. And when that connection is forged, it creates a foundation that enhances every subsequent moment of intimacy. As we continue this exploration, remember that each area we've touched on so far is part of a larger tapestry of connection. The next secret spot we'll uncover, the ears, offers yet another layer of complexity and depth. Together, these insights will help you cultivate a richer, more mindful approach to intimacy, one that transforms every touch into a profound act of connection. 5. The ears, engaging multiple senses. The ears are an often overlooked treasure trove of intimacy. These delicate, sensitive areas are rich with nerve endings, making them highly responsive to touch and sound. When approached with the right blend of subtlety and intention, the ears can evoke powerful physical and emotional reactions, engaging multiple senses at once. This is where the art of intimacy truly shines, blending tactile, auditory, and emotional elements into a single, unforgettable experience. But think about it. How often have you seen someone gently lean in to whisper something, their lips barely grazing the ear? It's not just the words that cause the shiver, it's the entire act. The warmth of breath, the soft vibration of sound, the gentle brush of skin. It's a symphony of sensations that can send waves of excitement through the body. When you engage with her ears, you're creating a deeply personal and immediate connection, one that pulls her entirely into the moment. Start slow. Let your fingertips trace the outline of her ear, light as a feather. Pay attention to her reactions. Does she lean in, tilt her head to give you better access? These small cues guide you, helping you tailor your touch to what she enjoys most. From here, gently brush your lips along the edge of her ear or place a delicate kiss on her earlobe. Each motion should be deliberate, controlled, and mindful, allowing her to savor every second. But the real magic happens when you incorporate sound. Whisper softly, letting your words mix with the warmth of your breath. It doesn't have to be anything elaborate. Even a simple phrase like "you're incredible" or "I love being close to you" can heighten the intimacy. Stoics taught the value of words and their power to influence emotion and action. Here, your words act as a bridge between the physical and emotional, deepening her sense of connection and trust. The ears are also an excellent place to explore rhythm and timing. Alternate between moments of stillness and gentle movement, between silence and whispered words. The contrast keeps her guessing, building anticipation and excitement. One moment, you're barely grazing her ear, the next your voice is low and close, creating an almost electric charge. See, ebb and flow mirrors life's natural rhythms, a principle the Stoics often emphasized: everything in harmony, every action intentional. Now, why are the ears such a powerful focal point? Because they're not just about touch. They engage her auditory sense, amplifying every word, every sound. This dual stimulation creates a layered experience that's both deeply physical and profoundly emotional. It's not just about arousal, it's about creating a space where she feels seen, heard, and valued. Here's where I want to hear from you. Have you ever explored the power of her ears? What was her reaction? Or maybe you're intrigued and ready to try this for the first time. How do you think she'll respond to your newfound awareness? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Sharing your experiences not only helps you reflect, but also builds a community where we all learn and grow together. And if you're finding these insights valuable, don't forget to hit that like button. It's a small gesture, but it helps this content reach more people who are looking to improve their connections and deepen their relationships. Plus, it lets me know that you're enjoying this journey as much as I am. As we continue, the next stop on our exploration is the lips, arguably the most expressive and intimate part of the body. Stay with me because the best is yet to come. Together, we're uncovering the secrets to creating intimacy that goes far beyond the ordinary. 6. The lips, the intersection of physical and emotional intimacy. So when it comes to intimacy, few areas of the body carry as much weight as the lips. They are the epicenter of connection, where physical sensation meets emotional expression. Rethink about it. Every kiss, every brush of the lips, is a dialogue, a silent yet powerful exchange of emotion, desire, and trust. The lips are unique in their ability to communicate without words, to ignite passion with the lightest of touches. Now, why are the lips so powerful? For one, they are incredibly sensitive. Packed with nerve endings, they react to the slightest variation in touch, pressure, or temperature. A soft, lingering kiss can send a ripple of sensation through her entire body, while a firmer, more passionate kiss can ignite an intense, almost primal connection. But beyond their physical sensitivity, the lips hold profound emotional significance. A kiss isn't just a physical act, it's a gateway to vulnerability and intimacy. To truly master the art of engaging with her lips, you must start with mindfulness. Every kiss should be intentional, a moment where the world fades away, leaving only the two of you. Begin with a gentle touch. Let your lips brush lightly against hers, almost teasing. This initial softness creates a sense of anticipation, a subtle buildup that heightens her awareness. As you feel her respond, adjust your approach. Perhaps she leans in, seeking more pressure or intensity. This is your cue to deepen the kiss, allowing the connection to evolve naturally. Variety is key. The Stoics often spoke of the importance of adaptability and flow, and this wisdom applies beautifully to intimacy. Don't let your kisses become monotonous. Mix it up, alternate between soft, slow kisses and more passionate, urgent ones. Incorporate different techniques, gentle nibbles on her lower lip, playful teasing with your tongue, or even a light kiss along the corner of her mouth. That each variation keeps her engaged, transforming a simple act into an ever-changing dance. But remember, kissing isn't just about what your lips do, it's also about how you create an atmosphere. Proximity matters. As you lean in, your face is close, there's a moment of shared anticipation. That your breath mingles with hers, your eyes meet, and the world seems to pause. These micro moments, these pauses, are where intimacy deepens. So they reflect a Stoic principle, finding presence and significance in the small, deliberate actions that often go unnoticed. Let's not forget the role of verbal and nonverbal communication here. A kiss can be amplified by a simple whisper, words that reassure, excite, or express gratitude. You feel amazing, or I've missed this, can elevate the moment, adding emotional depth to the physical connection. And beyond words, the way you hold her, whether your hands gently cradle her face or rest softly on her neck, speaks volumes about your intention and care. The lips are also a bridge to exploring other sensitive areas. After a deep, lingering kiss, let your lips travel, perhaps to her jawline, down to her neck, or even back to the corner of her mouth. Seamless movement keeps the flow of intimacy alive, creating a continuous loop of sensation and connection. The Stoics believed in the interconnectedness of all things, and this principle is beautifully reflected in the way different areas of the body can be explored in tandem, each touch enhancing the next. Finally, consider the emotional resonance of the lips. A kiss is often the first and last touch we share with someone, bookending our most intimate moments. It carries the weight of unspoken feelings, from passion to comfort, from longing to reassurance. By being fully present in each kiss, you show her that your connection is not just physical, but deeply emotional, a shared experience that lingers long after the moment has passed. In the realm of intimacy, the lips are a powerful tool for creating both immediate pleasure and lasting connection. For when touched with intention and care, they open the door to a world of shared vulnerability and trust. Through the act of kissing, you communicate not just desire, but also respect, presence, and deep emotional understanding. The journey continues, and next, we'll explore the delicate sensitivity of the wrists, another gateway to connection that is often overlooked yet profoundly impactful. 7. The wrists, the symbol of vulnerability and trust. Let's delve into one of the most understated yet deeply intimate areas of the body, the wrists. Often concealed or overlooked, the wrists are an intriguing canvas for connection. Their skin is thin, almost translucent, with veins visible just beneath the surface, and they're remarkably sensitive to touch. This makes the wrists a perfect spot for creating a quiet, intense intimacy that speaks volumes without a word. When was the last time you paid attention to her wrists? Probably never, right? Most people don't consider this area, but that's exactly why it holds such transformative potential. Imagine lightly grazing your fingertips over her wrist, feeling the softness of her skin. Perhaps you gently kiss the inside of her wrist or let your thumb trace delicate circles over it as you hold her hand. These small, intentional gestures can spark a deep emotional response, a mix of comfort, curiosity, and desire. The wrists are not just a physical touch point, they're symbolic. They represent openness and vulnerability, areas that are rarely touched yet hold immense emotional significance. When you gently hold her wrist, you're communicating trust, subtly asking her to let down her guard. And when she allows it, she's offering a piece of herself in return. This silent exchange is where real connection begins. Let's talk about technique. Start simple. Place your hand gently over hers, letting your thumb glide softly over her wrist. If the moment feels right, lift her wrist slightly and kiss the inner side. These touches don't need to be grand or exaggerated. Their power lies in their subtlety. You're saying, I noticed the details about you, even the ones most would overlook. This kind of attentiveness is what makes an ordinary moment extraordinary. The wrists are also primed for contrast. Alternate between light, feathery touches and firmer, grounding holds. This variation keeps her engaged, adding an element of surprise and anticipation. Stoics often highlighted the value of balance between tension and release, between stillness and motion. You can embody this wisdom through your touch, creating a rhythm that keeps her attuned to every moment. So one of the most intriguing ways to heighten the experience is by introducing temperature. A warm breath against her wrist or the coolness of your fingertips after a chill drink can add another layer of sensation. These subtle differences awaken her senses and make the moment more dynamic. It's a reminder that intimacy isn't about masters, but about mastering the little things that make her feel alive. As with all intimate acts, the key lies in presence. Be mindful of how she reacts. Does she relax into your touch, her breathing slow and steady? Or does she tense slightly, signaling a need for a gentler approach? These cues guide you, allowing you to adapt and respond in real time. Stoicism teaches us the importance of observing without judgment, of being fully present in each action. Here it's about understanding her responses and using that insight to deepen your connection. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you ever considered the power of the wrists in creating intimacy? Maybe you've had a moment where a simple touch there led to something unexpectedly profound. Share your experiences or your thoughts in the comments below. Your insights could be just what someone else needs to see intimacy in a whole new light. And if this exploration of the wrists has opened your eyes to new possibilities, don't forget to like this content. Your engagement helps build a community of people eager to improve their relationships and deepen their connections. Together, we're uncovering the hidden pathways to intimacy, one secret spot at a time. Next, we'll turn our focus to a truly surprising yet incredibly sensitive area, behind the knees. It's a part of the body you might not have thought twice about. But trust me, it holds a world of potential. Stay tuned because the journey is far from over. 8. Behind the knees, an overlooked treasure of sensitivity. When it comes to intimacy, there's a thrill in discovering the unexpected. Few would think to linger behind the knees, yet this area is one of the body's hidden gems, a place where surprise and sensitivity converge. Light, delicate, and often unexplored, the area behind the knees offers a unique gateway to deeper connection and excitement. Why is this area so impactful? For starters, the skin behind the knees is incredibly delicate and packed with nerve endings. It's not an area typically exposed to frequent touch, making it especially responsive when caressed or kissed. This sensitivity, combined with its surprising nature, creates a potent mix of intrigue and arousal. When you focus on this spot, you're not just offering physical pleasure, you're sparking curiosity, engaging her mind as much as her body. Approach this area with a sense of playfulness and care. Start with gentle, exploratory touches. Let your fingertips trace light patterns along the back of her knees, or try softly grazing the area with the tips of your nails. The key is to be light and deliberate, creating a teasing, almost ticklish sensation. Watch how her body reacts. Does she squirm slightly, laugh, or sigh? Each response is an invitation to continue, a silent cue guiding your next move. If the moment feels right, elevate your touch with your lips. Place soft, lingering kisses behind her knees, allowing the warmth of your breath to contrast with the coolness of the air. This combination of sensations is electric, amplifying her awareness of every touch. For an added layer of playfulness, you might even try a gentle exhale or light teasing blow. It's the unexpectedness of these actions that makes them so memorable. Stoics often emphasize the importance of appreciating the overlooked details in life, and this principle applies beautifully here. By focusing on an area as unassuming as the back of the knees, you demonstrate attentiveness and a willingness to explore every facet of her being. This level of care sends a powerful message that no part of her is unworthy of attention, that every inch of her is seen, appreciated, and valued. The psychological impact of this touch is just as significant as the physical. The area behind the knees is often associated with playfulness and vulnerability. When you engage with it, you're inviting her to relax, to let go of any tension or self-consciousness. So it creates an atmosphere of trust and openness where intimacy can flourish. Another beauty of this spot is its connection to other areas. The back of the knee serves as a bridge between the thighs and calves, allowing for a seamless transition in your touch. You might begin with light caresses behind her knees and gradually extend your touch up her thighs or down to her calves. This fluid movement not only heightens her physical pleasure but also creates a continuous flow of sensation, enhancing the overall experience. Contrast is your ally here. Alternating between light, teasing touches and firmer pressure can create a dynamic interplay that keeps her engaged and guessing. The Stoics believed in the power of contrast, the idea that we appreciate moments of pleasure more deeply when they're balanced with restraint. By varying your touch, you create a rhythm that mirrors this philosophy, making each moment feel fresh and exciting. As with all forms of touch, mindfulness is key. Be present in the moment, fully attuned to her reactions. Notice the way her breathing changes, the way her body shifts in response to your touch. These subtle cues provide valuable feedback, helping you adapt your approach to suit her needs and preferences. This is the essence of Stoic practice, observing without judgment, acting with intention, and finding meaning in even the smallest actions. In many ways, exploring the area behind the knees is a metaphor for intimacy itself. It's about venturing into the unknown, discovering hidden pleasures, and creating a space where both partners feel safe to explore and express themselves. When approached with care and curiosity, this unassuming spot becomes a powerful tool for building connection and deepening intimacy. The journey through these secret spots has revealed a tapestry of connection, with each area offering its own unique blend of physical and emotional resonance. Together, they form a roadmap to intimacy that is as intricate as it is rewarding. Next, we'll turn our attention to an area that bridges the physical and auditory senses, the delicate responsive ears. This exploration will continue to push the boundaries of connection, helping you create experiences that linger long after the moment has passed. As we reach the end of this journey through the secret spots that can ignite intimacy and connection, it's clear that the power of touch goes far beyond the physical. Each area we've explored, the inner thighs, hips, lower back, back of the neck, ears, lips, wrists, and behind the knees, holds its own unique key to deepening the bond between you and your partner. But the true magic lies not in the technique alone, but in the mindfulness, presence, and intention you bring to each moment. The Stoic philosophy teaches us that life's most profound experiences come from being fully present. This wisdom is especially true in intimacy. It's not about rushing through a checklist of hot spots or performing perfectly. Instead, it's about slowing down, tuning in, and appreciating the subtle nuances of your partner's responses. Every sigh, every shiver, every glance is a chapter in the story you're writing together. Each of these areas offers a unique opportunity to connect on both a physical and emotional level. By approaching them with the principles of Stoicism, patience, mindfulness, and adaptability, you transform simple acts of touch into profound experiences of intimacy. But remember, this journey isn't just about discovering your partner's body. It's also about discovering yourself. Intimacy is a two-way street where both partners give and receive, lead and follow. The more attuned you are to your partner's needs and desires, the more fulfilling your connection will become. Now it's time to take these insights and put them into practice. Whether you're exploring these secret spots for the first time or deepening your understanding of a long-term partner, approach each moment with curiosity and care. Pay attention to her cues, adapt your touch, and most importantly, enjoy the process of discovery together. Call to action. I'd love to hear about your experiences and thoughts. Which of these secret spots resonated most with you? Have you already tried exploring some of these areas, or are you excited to bring this new knowledge into your relationship? Share your stories, questions, or insights in the comments below. Your perspective might be the key to helping someone else unlock a deeper connection. If you found this journey insightful, don't forget to like and share this content. And for more explorations into the art of intimacy and personal growth, make sure to subscribe. Together, we'll continue to uncover the layers of connection that make relationships truly extraordinary. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Here's to creating moments that not only excite but also bring you closer than ever before. Until next time, stay present, stay mindful, and remember, intimacy is an art, and every touch is a masterpiece in the making.